After what seemed like months, I guess RU Design is finally back with his latest game, M.U.G.E.N Introspection, and he decided to send me a copy of his update to actually cover. So in this video, I'll talk about the major changes made between this update and the public release version last year. The first thing I noticed was the game's resolution. This game finally runs on the 16:9 aspect ratio, which means it runs on widescreen. So if you run this game on full screen, you'll know that there's no black bars on the side. It's full screen, which is really cool. Base MKP unfortunately is still arcade resolution, so this is a much needed change that I think is really good. So with the new resolution means a new screen pack. The main menu has been quite changed drastically, despite keeping the same style and formula, Liu-Kang being there and stuff. The select screen looks pretty cool as well. Also, speaking of the select screen, the portraits look really cool. They look really nice, really high quality. However, the player 1 and player 2, I guess, what do you call it? Their cursor. If you notice in the video, right, so I'm moving the cursor around the select screen. It is so fucking hard to see the cursor, even for player 1 and player 2. So I hope RU Design fixes that. The cursor is too subtle, too small. So I hope he makes it much more bright and more vibrant to see. Just make it so I can actually see who I'm selecting. Sure, I can look at the renders on the sides, but still, it's not the same. Not knowing where the cursor is. Anyways, that's one thing I hate about that. The life bars, still the same. Looks really cool. The screen pack, like in general, just amazing. It always has been amazing. So yeah, really cool to see that. Now, one interesting thing here is the game's roster. It does include, I guess, the fan favorites. However, it is missing from the base game. It's missing, Rain, the Chameleons, Shao Kahn, Blaze. However, we have new characters like Su Hao here. Chrome, he's new, obviously. However, there are grayed out portraits, as you can see. On the left side, we have, I think it's Rico over there. That's Tremor, I think. Obviously, to the right of them, that's Sindel. And the top right, I'm pretty sure that's Sarx and Sector, and next to them is Human Smoke. But I'm wondering who is on the left of Smoke, right of Chrome. He's, I guess, I don't know. I thought he was Cabal, but Cabal's already in the game, so I'm interested to see who that is. You also notice a lot of characters have new portraits and new renders. So Scorpion has, I guess, a black mask similar to his MK, I think, Annihilation style. Also, he has something on his back. Also, if you look at Raiden, he has his light costume and his dark costume, and on Liu Kang he has entirely new costume. Now, I can confirm that RU Design is working to overhaul these characters with these sprites. So Liu Kang will have that hood on and that red, I guess, torso sash on. So yeah, expect, I don't know when it will come, but expect these characters to have complete overhaul during the next few updates. Now, in terms of gameplay, nothing has changed majorly. The gameplay still retains its MKP style. However, a lot of characters have new moves. Liu Kang has a massive move list, same as Scorpion as well. So alongside RU Design's characters edits, we also have community characters, like MCD's Ermac there. We have Polly's Hotaru, he's here as well. Yep, very cool. No complaints from, I guess, the characters. I do hope that some balancing is actually implemented. For example, Liu Kang's backflip kick can be done against the wall non-stop. So I hope he fixes that type of stuff soon. And the one thing that the public version has, but that this version doesn't, is intro storyboards and character bios. I don't know where they are, but they've been removed. They've been put somewhere, and I do hope that RU Design actually puts them back. So yeah, just had to add that in. Also, I do think RU Design is pulling back on a lot of stages. In this update, there's only 37 stages compared to the public version, which is like hundreds. Do I prefer more or less? Depends on the quality. The stages used in this version is all high quality. So if RU Design is moving more towards quality, I don't mind that at all. Speaking of stages, actually, I want to give props to RU Design himself, because, fun fact, most of these stages are actually made by him himself. He updated the palace gates, he updated Gora's lair and stuff, the courtyard. He also made a lot of new stages from the ground up. For example, the Havoc stage, the Inferno Bridge, those are made by himself, so props to him. Really cool. And yeah, I've covered everything. This project has been shaping up to be one that's very interesting. I do want to see what RU Design has in store in the future. In fact, I really want to see what he does with, Dark Liu Kang and stuff, and Dark Raiden, the sprites on that. But Any release soon? I don't know actually. Ari Design is quite busy in real life, so he hasn't really been doing much in terms of MUGEN. He hasn't really talked to me about any release soon, so don't expect anything soon. Fortunately, everything's private so far, so yeah. Anyways, guys, as usual, I'm gonna leave the gameplay running, and as always, yep, thanks for watching.
Don't make me laugh.
Round one. Fight. Outstanding.
Come on!
Such a waste of time. Wins. Round two. Fight.
Don't make me laugh.
K.O. wins. Round three. Fight. Excellent.
Come on!
Round one. Fight.
Wins.
Such a waste of time. Wins.
Such a waste of time.
Wins. Fight.
Such a waste of time.
Wins. Fatality.